What is up, guys? Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are in the world. My name's Isaiah, and this is my EJ257 with D25 heads, aka the Type RA block. Now, I haven't made so many videos on this build just yet. I believe this is the second one. And as you can tell, I'm already very deep into the project. Now, as you can see, what we got on here is a set of headers, but not just any kind of headers. They are actually HKS headers, and honestly, they're probably one of my most favorite sounding headers. From what I've seen, there's a guy on YouTube named Taylor. Shout out to him. I love the sound of your STI, bro. I had to send it with the HKS headers. And a lot of people tell me, oh, be careful with them. They crack. They tend to crack. Yeah, I know, but honestly, I gotta go for that equal length header sound. I love it so much. It's only being held on by, what, two nuts. I just wanted to test fit it, make sure it works with the STI pan, because I heard some of these don't work with pans or certain kind of pans. But today I'm gonna be mocking it up, and then I also got new half moons because might as well switch it out once everything is apart before I put it back together again. So if we come over here, don't mind the mess. I got my little table assembled before I started the video, and as you can see, we got a lot of parts here. My phone's not included, but obviously from the probably coolest thing on this table, a Blausch 18G XT. It's not the XTR, which I'm fine with that. I know the XT could get me to my goals. XTR, well, if you guys don't know the difference, which you probably will, but if you don't, this one is a journal bearing. XTR is the ball bearing. So this one is the ball bearing, or I mean the journal bearing. And I got it for a steal off of Facebook. A guy was parting out his Hatch WRX. Well, Hatch Impreza. It wasn't imported from Japan, but it was like the 90s Hatch. Full STI swap, and he parted it out. Saw this 18G up for sale, and I wanted to go 18G anyway, so there it is. And there's a possibility that I might get it sent off to Blausch just to either get it checked out or rebuilt, solely due to the fact that apparently it has high mileage. Not high, but the kind of mileage that might as well get it looked at before put it on, you know? And then with that being said, we also got STI group in engine mounts. Wanted to swap those out too. In here we got the timing kit for it. Full timing kit. Gasket kit. And we have exhaust cam gears for it, which I sent it with RCM. Good old RCM. Now I got the head gaskets on there, which is also from RCM, but I heard these were good to put on as well. So apparently at some point these crack, not at high horsepower, but they crack due to high heat temperatures and whatnot. So if I could get good lighting, there we go, RCM right there. And then we got assembly loops sitting in the corner over here. And I got the half moon sitting right here. So for today in the video, we're probably just gonna be going over what I've done to the engine so far, and then gonna mock down the headers, and then put on the half moons possibly, and then go from there and probably talk about what's next. I don't really have good mounting places to put my little GoPro Hero 8, so I'm gonna speed up this video so then you guys don't have to sit here and be bored of watching me take off studs off of this block. So I'll be back with you guys. three of the studs are off. So now all that's left is to put the new ones on, put the gaskets that I got with it, or with the HKS or Subaru, depends. I'm gonna debate on that. I'm gonna see which one. But gaskets, and then headers, and then half moons, and then I'll tell you guys the next plans.
Together we can show the world what we can do. You are next to me and I'm next to you. Pushing on through until the battle's won.
Alright, so now all of these studs should be snug. Don't really wanna cross thread them or anything. So now next step, gaskets, which I'm more than likely gonna use the Subaru ones. Honestly, I don't know much about Subaru, or not Subaru, the HKS gaskets, but I trust my OEM manufacturer. So I'm gonna send it with the Subaru exhaust manifold gaskets, throw the HKS equivalent header on there, which is all the way down there in the corner. As you see, it's on top of the box. Tighten it down, and then get the half moons in, which I more than likely don't have to show because that's definitely boring. But then do that, and then I'll tell you guys the plans from here. This needs to go. I forgot which way it goes. This way. Okay, stay. Just open real quick.
One eternity later.
Let me run off to my car real quick. Go get my tool. I also have a part in the car that's also going to be for this build, so I also forgot about that. It's been in my car ever since I thought about the VF48 idea. So I'm gonna go grab those things real quick. You guys stay here. Okay, so I couldn't find one of the two things I was looking for, but I found my fuel pump. We have to go, loud truck. Have to go bigger fuel pump if we want to run an 18G. And I had this for the VF48, but I want to use this for the 18G now. The other thing I was looking for was my ratchet, but I have no idea where that is, so just gonna have to ugga-dugga it with the wrench. Alright. The headers are officially on. Not torqued, but they're on. Snugged. Just whatever torque spec they're on. Lord knows what, but honestly, these don't look too bad. I mean, the welds, they're messy, but me personally, I don't really mind it. Now, to save some battery, I'm just gonna do the half moons without recording because these GoPros they die really fast. So right now it's at 33%. I'm gonna cut you guys off just for now, get the half moons on, and then we'll go from there. All right, so just finished the headers and the half moons, which they look really nice, to be honest. I don't know if the lighting is good. Let me see if I can get to this side. Yeah, it's too dark over here, but you kind of get the idea. Half moons, headers, and now we're gonna go over what else we gotta do. So pretty much the last thing I gotta do is I'm going to redo the, well, not redo, but I want to get new AVCS gears, AVCS solenoids, and an oil cooler. Why? I've done an oil change on my car and I wanted to see if I'm able to reuse that stuff, and I inspected the oil. Surely enough, there was glaze in my oil, so that means that's definitely not reusable, and I don't even want to gamble with it. So I'm gonna go with the extra buck, get those things, and send it, and hopefully all goes well when I start the motor on that day. Now I'm pretty sure I didn't tell you guys what I did after I posted the previous video was when I had the short blog, just a short blog, nothing else, at least. That was a long time ago. I don't remember. But I want to tell you guys all that I have done to it so far, and then what's my expectations. Okay, so starting with the obvious, the cylinder heads. They're D25s, which I was trying to find B25s before, which I probably stated in the video. Couldn't find them, so I found a set of D25s for like $200 on Facebook. Got them sent to the machine shop, had them put all new GSC power division valves, springs, retainers, everything. So it's a whole GS or GSC or I can't remember. I'm pretty sure it's GSC. Yeah, GSC enchilada, like I said in the last video. And then the cams are stock. I'm not doing anything with the cams. I was thinking about it at some point, but for my power goals, I don't think they're necessary. So we're running the current cams. And yes, with the power division valves, I'm able to run OEM cams. And then for head gaskets, we got the Roger Clark's Motorsports head gaskets, 5.70 millimeters, if I remember correctly. So it's slightly thicker than OEM spec, but that's only because the D25s will definitely raise my compression ratio. So I want to kind of put it somewhere where it's a good spot, where it's not too much, not too little, just right, you know. And then for the oil situation, we got a STI pan. I would have gone Killer Bee oil pan, but I don't really see that as a necessity right now, so sending it with that. Also got Killer Bee oil pickup and baffle, just to help with the little starvation issue with oil from time to time that Subaru has. And then we have a OEM STI pump. I don't remember if this is 11, 10, or 12 millimeter, but I know this is the one this should be the one, at least, that you'd want to get, because I believe this is a 2018 oil pump that I got. I don't remember. It was a long time ago that I got it, but yeah, that's on there. And then obviously what we did today was the HKS equivalent header and the Torque Solution half moons. Now, I don't know if any of you look on my Instagram account, but on my story I posted a list of parts that I need until the engine is finished. So that's going to be stuff like external wastegate. I'm going external wastegate. Going with a TL38, and then going with a Turbo Smart bypass valve, so I could keep my MAF system. I don't really want to change that into speed density or go into a speed density tune. And then we're going with a ETS top mount intercooler. I was gonna go front mount, but honestly, just for break-in, I don't really need a front mount, obviously. So I'm gonna go with a top mount intercooler, just so that I don't need to run that banged up STI intercooler anymore. And if anybody wants any other parts off of the old block, let me know. I'll sell it, whatever. I'm not gonna use it anyway. And then I'm pretty sure I need to run a different flywheel. Why? Because the flywheel that I have on the car now is one from eBay, because I had this situation a while back where the clutch was slipping and I didn't have money at the time. So I bought a clutch from eBay, a full clutch kit. And when I was doing the JDM swap, I bought a flywheel from Exity, but that voice crack, that flywheel didn't work with my clutch plate. So I had, the only way I was going to be able to run that clutch was with the current flywheel that I had with the car at the time. So I want to replace that, because that definitely needs resurfacing. If not, I'm switching it, which that's what we're doing. And I'm going to keep my clutch kit solely due to the fact that at some point next year, definitely doing a 6-speed swap. So I don't need to invest in a clutch. I'm going to just run it out, and then once I get to the 6-speed swap, I'm going to switch clutches. Probably stage 2 it. And then obviously we got the 18G. More than likely going to send that to Blouch just to get it looked at, cleaned up, whatever. Probably rebuilt if there's anything wrong with it, which I highly doubt because I've heard the car run with the previous owner. And then we already have our timing kit. We have our exhaust timing gears over here. So practically it's just bolt-ons from here, other than the fact I need a few sensors like the ABCS solenoids that I want to replace, because obviously oil runs through here. I do not know the history about these cylinder heads, which is why it's safer to replace these instead of reuse them. Get new cam sensors, get a new knock sensor, and coolant temp sensor. I'm practically replacing all the sensors, and getting a new PCV system just in case, because I don't know what's on that engine. I don't know what's, I mean, on my engine, yes, I know it's definitely on 3 cylinders right now as we speak, even though she still runs strong. But I'd rather send it with something new just to help the engine instead of hurting it. There's a cricket in my garage by the tire over there. But for my expectations, I'm expecting to get this engine done before November. I could pull it off. I did the calculations. I should be able to pull it off. The only thing is that I gotta get a Cobb access port to remove that tune on the car, because right now it's on a Cobb OTS, and I can't remove that since the previous owner did not give me a Cobb access port with the car, which I didn't know at the time. I didn't even know at the time. I was still trying to get into Subarus and whatnot, but that's half my fault, half not. But then again, if I get the Cobb access port, then the tuner who I'm talking to, he can send me the map, whatever. I could upload it, break in the engine, then go for a dyno tune, front mount intercooler. That's going on there right after. Top mount intercooler, probably going to sell that at some point after, when she's ready on the dyno. And we're shooting for 350 to the crank. I'm going to be able to touch that. I'm sweating. I'm going to be able to touch that with the mods that I'm running right now. But the funny thing is, the tuner that I'm talking to, he told me how 350 is a lot for these cars. So I'm looking forward to seeing how much 350 would be on this car, especially with the JDM 5-speed. If you are new to my channel, I got a 444 JDM swap in my Hawkeye with a short track rear diff. That car gets up and goes with that 444. So with 350 horsepower capable block, I wonder what's that's gonna be like, because I know it's a whole different thing with the USDM with a 390, 370, or 354 final drive. But with a 444, I am curious. But other than that, that's all I have for today with this block. By the next video, I'm probably going to be done with this engine, possibly. But for now, what I'm going to be doing, I'm just going to be saving up my little money, buying stuff here and there for what I need to get the engine ready. And then hopefully before the end of November, I'll have the engine ready to go, drop in the Subaru, whatever. But hope you guys enjoyed this little video, this little update video. Not sure when I'll be back, probably mid-October, end October maybe. I'll be back, and hopefully this engine's ready to go. So make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe. Go check out my Instagram page so you can get earlier up-to-dates on this engine build. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.